Hey everybody. Well, I have for you, we've got September's Comic Bento. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. This month is the As Seen on TV Comic Bento. And last month they gave us a sketch. This month they just gave us a bookmark that looks like a remote control with Superman, Iron Man, just a whole bunch of people, Ninja Turtles on the buttons, superheroes and stuff. And it's got the theme and social media things. So really, just basically a bookmark. It's like, okay, thanks. I need a bookmark. All right, first up in this, we have one from Titan Comics. And this is The Blacklist, The Gambler, number 148. Now, I have not got to watch the TV show. I've heard really good things about it. Well, from when it first started and stuff. Anyway. And I've been meaning to check it out. And I've read this. This is a really good graphic novel. If you have not checked out The Blacklist and you're looking at your local comic shop or something, and you see like a first issue of this for like $1, I'd highly advise you to pick it up and read it. If you like FBI, like shows like NCIS or stuff like that, or if you do watch The Blacklist and if you like The Blacklist on TV, you'll absolutely love this. I'm sure this is just like the TV show, and this actually, I think it's said it's got an annotation in here. It's between story arcs in season 2. But yeah, I mean I couldn't believe. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but it was just freaking amazing. The artwork, is pretty cool for a spy thriller. Although you see a lot of the artwork the same these days. I mean the blood and everything on here is just wow. I'm not going to spoil it anymore, but I mean, the cover gallery, they even got Red's likenesses right. And they got volume 2 out now. The Arsonist, 123. I highly recommend this to anybody that likes crime dramas, espionage dramas, thrillers. Even if you've never heard of The Blacklist, you need to read this. I highly recommend this to everybody that likes action movies. Yeah, that's The Blacklist, The Gambler. Really impressed that they put this in here. Next up, we got one from Marvel. Hadn't got one of those in a while. And it's based on their popular TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And it is called Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The Coulson Protocols. Now, for those of you people that don't know what S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for, it is the Strategic Homeland Intervention and Enforcement Logistics Division. Yes, and yes, I read it off the cover because I would never remember that. Now, this takes elements from the TV show, but is not from, and the stars of the TV show, but this is not continuity. Like The Blacklist was continuity. This one from Marvel is not continuity. This is more continuity to the Marvel comics because they interact with they got Daisy and stuff here, but Gemma and Fitz and Deathlock and Mockingbird, but I think it's about it. And but they interact with superheroes like Iron Man, Spider-Man, S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, even Grant Ward turns evil, For those of you who have not seen the TV show yet, I'm just not going to say anything. And yes, that is Wolverine. I know, it's like, well, how can he be alive? He's dead. Yeah, it explains further, but I'm not going to show you that. The new Avengers are in here too, and it's pretty cool. But it's just as campy and stuff as the TV show, and well done as the TV show. I really do like it. If you like the TV show and you like reading Marvel comics, which everybody does, then definitely pick this up. This is another one I also highly recommend. just because it's kind of different. It kind of mixes the TV show aspect and the comic aspect together. It's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the Coulson Protocols. So now we got 2 highly recommends on my scale for this month in September. September's looking up. Next up, we got one from Topps, the same company that does baseball cards. And it is the Garbage Pail Kids Comic Book Spectacular. Yes. Oh, it's from IDW too. And yes, if you're wondering, these are the same. These are the, I guess you could say, the knockoffs of the Cabbage Patch Kids, but just more gross. But yeah, after I mean, it's funny, you know, and everything. And if you have a strong stomach, and I mean, it takes pop culture references and it just spoofs that crap out of everything. But, you know, and they even do a copy of Mad Max and stuff. But it's very enjoyable. But I don't know what this whole section is. I just don't know if it says it is, but I don't know. I think that might be the only downside to it. I think it's supposed to be like a public service announcement of what would happen if you actually did the stuff they do in there. That's kind of what it is. But other than that, I mean, the artistic style in this looks fantastic. And it just captures the whole essence of the characters and stuff. But the thing is, it took me a while to read because my stomach's not really... I'm not used to seeing that much gross stuff, puke, vomit, stuff like that. Or just other gross stuff, which I can't mention on here. But, I mean, if you can handle that, then by all means do this. Because this is definitely something you could definitely go back and read. But for me, it's going to be a while. And do not let anybody under the age of 20 read this. I think there is some cussing, but it's just gross out factor. Okay, well, maybe the age of 16. But it's still the gross out factor. And sarcasm, a lot of sarcasm, and a lot of play on words and stuff. But, yep, that is the Garbage Pail Kids. I'd highly recommend this to anybody that likes them. The cards that came out in the 90s. Yeah, that's a high recommendation from me. The only 2 things I would say, not put it down, but just kind of got me kind of confused, were the ending, where I think it was kind of like a warning to parents. That's what my take on it was, and just the overall amount of gross stuff. I mean, it's not just blood and guts and stuff. I can handle it. It's just puke, snot, and everything else like that. But yeah, tested for immature readers 13 plus. Garbage Pail Kids Comic Book Spectacular. Alright, and last on here is from Adult Swim, and this was published by Oni Press. It is Rick and Morty. I don't watch the TV show. I'm kind of guessing, you know, from the art style of it and stuff, that, you know, I mean, I've seen the show once or twice, but the artist really did a good job recreating the show and stuff. And the story's not that bad. They even got a little section of little mini short stories. Yeah, they even make fun of Freddy Krueger. Pop culture reference. But yeah, they've got short stories, and it's just crazy off-the-wall stuff, but I don't know. Crazy off-the-wall stuff, and got a little thing on here about the authors. I've seen other volumes floating around at my local Books A Million. Thinking about picking them up, but I'd have all the Family Guys right now, because that's my favorite show that's been on Adult Swim. And this is also volume 1, which I like, because I like starting at the beginning. This collection features the first 5 issues of the comic book series and mini comics showcasing the whole family. I do like that they did that. And I mean, if you like Rick and Morty, definitely get this and read it, because you'll like it. I don't hate it. Some of the stuff in here was pretty funny, and it was really good. But I can't give it a high recommendation. I can only give it a recommendation that I recommend anyone that, watches Adult Swim and has seen Rick and Morty and is interested in this or loves Rick and Morty. If you love Rick and Morty, get this. If you're interested in it, you might want to buy the first issue and read it and see how it goes. And because it's not really hard to find now. I mean, I think I found like all issues at My Books A Million. They had a sale going on, all 5 of them for $1. So the other day, so that was all 5 of them for $1. That was $5 for all 5 issues. Fairly cheap now. I don't think the series is doing particularly well. But yeah, if Comic Bento sends me Volume 2, I'll read it. I mean, it's not the worst comic book I've ever read. It's pretty fun. So yeah, that's Rick and Morty. So, September's Comic Bento, we got a Rick and Morty. I wasn't too thrilled about that. Garbage Pail Kids, pretty awesome. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I love it. And The Blacklist, after reading this, I will be watching it sometime. When I get the time, I will be watching the TV show. So yeah, 3 high recommendations out of 4 this month. September was a great month to be a Comic Bento fan. Alright, next up we got some October goodness. Hopefully we got some scary Comic Bento books in there. If not, let's see what they bring. Okay, we'll see you later.